Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala. It's your brother Mashayah coming at y'all with a quick edifying video through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakudash. So I want to go into this video just going into how sickening and perverted this kingdom that we live in is, and how much of this goes on a day-to-day basis, and how we need to get the hell out of here. But it says a dad impregnated daughter drove her to Mexico to get abortion before she delivered stillborn in Walmart bathroom. So a whole bunch of madness, confusion, wickedness. I got two precepts I want to go into real quick. I got Leviticus chapter 18 verse 10. It says the nakedness of thy son's daughter or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness. And then I got Exodus chapter 20, verse 13, and it says, you must not murder, period, point blank. Abortion is murder. You cannot get around it, even if it's a health concern that a lot of these women claim, but the majority of them is just getting abortions because they don't have any discipline, and they just going to and fro, gadding abroad, getting flipped left and right by every man they come across. And then when they get that news that they're pregnant, then they want to go to an abortion, saying it's a medical emergency. That's the majority of the time that these abortions happen. The majority. But there is a small section of women who really say they need to get an abortion due to medical situations, but at the end of the day, it's still murder. You can't get around it. You just gotta call it how it is. All right, let's go back to the article. So it says Texas officials say a dad raped his 17-year-old. Oh, it says his dad raped his 17-year-old daughter, who then became pregnant with his child and delivered a stillborn in a Walmart bathroom after he took her to Mexico to have an abortion. Jerry Lee Martinez, man, our people are sick, man. Our people are through. Hosea 4 and 6. It says Jerry Lee Martinez, 45, now faces a sexual assault of a child charge. Jail records show he was previously charged with abandoning or endangering a child with criminal negligence, along with tampering with a witness and tampering with physical evidence. And for you brothers and sisters that don't know what the word negligence means, I'll pull it up real quick. It means failure to take proper care in doing something. Carelessness. So it says local ABC affiliate K3 obtained an arrest affidavit. I don't know what the hell that says. Affidavit that said Martinez's daughter told detectives that her father began touching her inappropriately when she was 15 years old. I'm going to just skip that word. It says the reportedly alleged Martinez assaulted the minor several times over the last 2 years, and she became pregnant with his child. It says when he learned the girl was pregnant, Martinez repeatedly punched her in the stomach. God damn, this shit is sick. It says according to cops, he drove the girl to Mexico last Monday to have an abortion. Per the blank, she allegedly delivered a stillborn in the Walmart bathroom in Kingsville that night and then threw the child in the trash. Just a whole bunch of just dysfunction. And this is what happens when the wicked are in rulership. Let me pull that precept real quick. When the wicked are in rulership, the earth mourneth. When the wicked rule, the people mourn. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. When the wicked beareth rule, you got all this confusion and sickness. going on. But it says Walmart employees found the baby and called police, who later spotted Martinez and the teen and stopped their vehicle. Martinez was arrested while the girl was taken to a secure location, cops said. It says Martinez's stepfather, 60-year-old Mario Doran, is also facing sexual assault charges. It says employees were conducting life-saving efforts on the baby, who was then transported to a local hospital. Police said doctors pronounced the infant dead, according to a press release. Cops looked at a surveillance video which showed the 17-year-old girl walking into the bathroom after about 40 minutes inside. She allegedly came out and went to her car in the parking lot. It says some 30 minutes passed before the employees found the baby. So she literally got pregnant in the bathroom and then just threw the baby in the trash. Man, it's just all just wickedness and confusion, man. We extend our deepest condolences to all affected by this tragic event, police wrote in a statement. Kingsville is located about 45 miles. We don't need to read that. Martinez remains in the Cleburne County Jail on a $600,000 bond. The fact that he even has a bond, that he even has an opportunity to get released if he has the money to pay for the bond is insane. His ass need to be put to death. But let me go through these comments real quick. It says, "This is why we stand with Trump. Sexual abusers, rapists, pedos, sex and drug traffickers should get the death penalty. This guy should go to the head of the line. Hopefully he'll go for a swim." So this idiot really thinks that Trump is not a part of being a pedo and all these things that she listed. I mean, come on now, the Epstein list. He literally was talking about bring out the Epstein list truth before he got elected, and all of a sudden there's no more Epstein list. It just disappeared into thin air. So that just shows you he was in on it. But of course you got idiots, MAGA, who's gonna stand with him no matter what, because they're under a strong delusion. And when the scripture says the blind leadeth the blind and they both shall fall into a ditch, it says Trump was literally found liable for sexual assault by a jury in a court of law. You are calling for Trump to face the death penalty? Let me see. Let me read one more. It says so much of this is going on. Some get pregnant and others don't. At least she spoke up and admitted her father's behavior. Some daughters do not. In fact, some are just as responsible. So with that, Yasharala, what the hell? Alright, so with that, Yasharala, I pray y'all brothers and sisters were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash. With that, Shalom.